Hello everybody and welcome to another great video on this channel in which we're going to turn 1000 USDT into 1 million USDT. Let's just dive right into it, guys. It's been a couple of days since our last update, so we're going to have a nice video today. We have a lot of updates and very excited about this, so let's go right into it. So guys, the last week um, we had an interesting price action from Bitcoin. So we had this nice pullback all the way down to how much it was, like almost uh, $100,000 per Bitcoin. So we went from 112 to 100,000. That was a nice 10% correction, which is pretty healthy in a bull run, and I pretty much love this bull run structure. So we have a nice trend toward the upside, we have a correction, we have pump towards the upside, we have correction, consolidation, then we have pump towards the upside, we have correction, we have pump towards the upside, in which nearly will continue around 50-60% from the previous resistance, and then we'll have a correction, and I think we'll have another loss of the top and a correction. But we will see if the 4 years arc continue or it will become less and less relevant to our Bitcoin price chart. So what actually happened in the last days since we had this big pullback of 10%? We had Elon Musk and President Trump fighting each other uh, over VIX. This caused a lot of panic to the markets, and that's why we had this big pullback. And back then we had our liquidation price to 90K, okay, and we were down here. We were like minus 600 USDT um, from the 2K, so we were like 1.5K, 1.4K. And then what I did is that I actually changed the grid price range by going here, edit price range, and I dropped this lower level all the way down to 50K so I can lower my liquidation price to 80 something K. So I give the algorithm more room, so I make sure I never get liquidated. I admit my losses back then, they were like around 500, 600, but then we made them all back in this move towards the upside. So that's why you see all these new parameters here. Of course, I will have a link in the description in which you can find this daily equity tracker and you can track everything. Um, we went all the way down to $1,376. So this is the chart of our equity tracker, and right now we are at 43.84% in profit because we have deposited um, oops, this one. We have deposited 1,400 in total, and we are at 2,031 at the moment. And since I widened a bit the grid range, the profit per grid increased, but we have less transactions per day, as it's normal. Okay. So I make around 0.3, 0.4% per day, of course, depending on the volatility, and that's pretty good. 0.5% a day or 0.3% a day, and we compound them, and that's pretty good. One very big thing I want to mention, guys, is that none of this is financial advice, and you should um, do your own research if you're going to do something like this. I will leave a link in the description with two great videos that you can go and check out when it comes down to leverage trading for beginners, because I'm also using 10x leverage. So please go watch them before considering uh, starting something like this and using leverage. So if you like that type of content, if you like that daily type of content, daily updates on the algorithm and the strategy and the challenge, please leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss any new video. It will help a lot, and it's a free way to support this great channel. So yeah, I just want to address this, guys. So what I was saying is that I changed a bit the settings, and I will leave a link in the description in which you can just click on it and um, copy trade this 1000x challenge. We're going to get to 1 million soon. When I say soon, I mean in the next 2-3 years, depending on the price of Bitcoin. I don't know what will happen, but I believe we will get there maximum by 2030. So I will uh, monitor everything until this one gets to 1 million, and I will share it uh, on this YouTube channel. So full transparency, no bullshit, and everything is open. So I have this link down in the description. You can track it, you can copy it, and also I leave the link for the spreadsheet in which you can see all the tracking and all that stuff. That being said, guys, let's just take a brief look into the global M2 chart. This is from Colin Talks Crypto. It's not mine. He's a great guy, great YouTube channel. Go check him out. Also, you can find him on X. Um, and yeah, we see that the global M2 is going up, which is good. Of course, there's some correlation with the Bitcoin price action as well, but nothing is granted. I still believe it will follow, and we'll see higher prices. But yeah, that's my base case, and um, we still haven't seen any cut rates from the U.S. Federal Bank. And when this happens, it will be very, very bullish for Bitcoin. I believe it will happen close to Q3, Q4, and then we will have some big candles towards the upside. That being said, guys, let's just go and check some news. So we have a London-listed tech firm named the Smarter Web Company acquiring 45.32 Bitcoin, around 3.5 million pounds, as part of its 10-year planned treasury policy, increasing the total holdings to 168.08 Bitcoin. Very, very good. Um, and companies that buy Bitcoin, basically everyone that buys Bitcoin before these huge institutions and ETFs managed to accumulate us some, almost every Bitcoin left out there, they will become extremely wealthy. That's my plan as well. And we have BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF, IBIT, breaking a record and becoming the fastest ETF to reach 70 billion um, in AUM. Um, and it reached this milestone 5 times faster than gold. That shows something, okay? That Bitcoin is way better than gold. It has so many advantages over gold. We had recently we had elections in South Korea, and we had this guy as a new president, and he's pro Bitcoin, and he is going to introduce legislation to allow banks to adopt Bitcoin. That's huge. That's very huge. Absolutely crazy, because we had all Asian countries so far against Bitcoin. We see some great news over there if that's if these are real. It's going to be absolutely crazy, and I'm excited. So we have SEC Chairman Paul Atkins says he favors granting market participants more flexibility to self-custody Bitcoin. The right to have self-custody of one's private property is a foundational American value that should not disappear when one logs onto the internet. And that's very, very good because, yeah, of course, um, if you hold your Bitcoin in self-custody, it's yours. No one can do it whatever they want to your Bitcoin. And that's very, very um, disrupting. That's very, very hazy. That's so crazy about them. There are 63 millionaires in the world, and they own close to 50% of global wealth. And there are 2.46 million Bitcoin on exchanges. That's 0.041 Bitcoin per millionaire, assuming that no other Bitcoin is sold. No one sells their Bitcoin. But just do this math, guys, and literally there's not so many Bitcoin left. I mean, just do the math, and we haven't even started. We're like internet in 1999. So just buying Bitcoin right now it's like being 25 years ahead of internet. So it's absolutely crazy, and we are so blessed that we are alive at this time of the human civilization history, I would say, because it's the first time that we actually invented real money. Like Bitcoin is a real money that we had nothing like this before. So I'm blessed, and you're blessed. Hearing this video, just go buy some Bitcoin. Of course, not financial advice, but yeah, my own personal thesis. Trump to potentially appoint current U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent as the next Fed chair. These are some rumors that Donald Trump wants to replace Jerome Powell, but we will see who is going to be the next Fed chair. And we have U.S. and China talks, negotiations the last 2 days, and today they're taking some a break and going to start in 1.5 hours from now. And if we have a nice deal, it's going to pump the markets because it will bring some more certainty into the markets. So that being said, guys, um, I don't think I have anything else for today when it comes down to updates. I still believe we're going to get towards at least 1.6, maybe 200k in this bull cycle, but we will see. We may end up 1.5, maybe 2.5, maybe 3k. I don't know, but we will see, and we'll be here stacking these sats and making these great profits. So thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one. Cheers.